Hey guys, sorry if I don't have much enthusiasm, but I totaled my truck today on the interstate. Bunch of idiots in the snow. So anyhow, let's get into the video. So brighten up my day. I got home. I had a brand new Bassinator, KastKing Bassinator Elite reel waiting for me, and one of their Speed Demon jig worm rod. It's 7'3", medium action with a fast tip. Really nice wind grip and wind grips on the rod. Fuji reel seat and Fuji Alkanite guides. The Speed Demon rods use an elite carbon blank, which is really nice and strong. It's about 30% stronger than regular. So they use that on all their Speed Demon rods except for the crankbait rods, and those use a S-glass composite rod on those. So that's the rod. I think they're really kind of hot looking rods, really cool, kind of a burnt orange. Again, they have the really nice wind grips on them. Just a really nice overall rod. You can get these on KastKing. I think right now they've upped the prices a little bit, like everything in the world, to about $129, $130. If you use the code that comes up on the screen, you can get 10% off of that though, and would appreciate it if you do use that code. Along with that, what I'm going to pair with it is the KastKing 8.1 ratio Bassinator reel. I've been using these now for about 3 years. I really like them. $179 reel. Again, you can use the code to get 10% off on it. Really nice smooth reels, fit in the palm of your hand and super light. They have cork grips on them, which I really like in the wet weather. They do have a pretty standard attachment for the handle, so if you want to do an aftermarket handle on it, you can if you don't care for that, but I personally really have come to like the cork grips. This particular model is an 8.1:1 gear ratio. You can also get, I believe it's a 6.3 or a 6.6:1 gear ratio. I'm going to put a higher speed on this one because I'm going to use it for flipping jigs and worms, and I just want to be able to retrieve it back quicker just to get a few more casts in the day. So just a real nice smooth reel. You can hear it, it's nice and quiet. Got a great drag system on it. It's got your spool tensioner, and then on the side you can open this up and then it has your brake system on the side. Just a really sweet reel. I think it weighs less than 6 ounces. It's super light. So we'll close that back up. All right, we'll go ahead and take the plastic off of the wing grips here. You guys can probably get, it's kind of hard to manage these longer rods down in the basement where we're at, but we'll do our best. The shrink wrap is never easy to get off. We'll go ahead and get that popped off, and just so you can see the construction of the rod. So the wing grips along with the Fuji reel seat, and you can just see that they're very well constructed. You look at the windings, the wraps, and the epoxy on them, and the eyes, they're very well constructed rods. All right, so let's go ahead and let's mount the reel on the rod. Pretty straightforward. We'll just loosen up our rod seat here. Reel seat, I should say. Take the reel, make sure it's seated in the back all the way. I'll just go ahead and tighten that up on there. You can just see it's a really nice low profile setup on there. How nice that reel fits with the reel, or with the rod. How nice the reel fits with the rod, I should say. All right, so that's that. That's the setup with the KastKing Bassinator Elite Reel and the Speed Demon Pro 7'3" jig worm rod. And the reason I picked this particular setup, what I'm going to use this for, I don't know how much worm I'll throw with it, but I'm going to throw some jigs with it. And I live up in central Wisconsin, and I do a lot of fishing on clear lakes and tannic colored water. And for the most part, I throw what some people would consider a micro jig or smaller jigs. And I'm going to spool this up with 15-pound tests, and I'll be using this primarily to pitch and cast jigs, smaller jigs, kind of a micro jig, into laydowns and those types of things. And I'll probably also use it for lighter weight football jigs casting. But primarily I'm going to be using it for flipping and pitching smaller jigs into laydowns and that type of stuff. So the 7'3" for me, I like that. I'm 6'3" myself, so I like a little bit longer rod for doing that. It helps me pendulum that bait out there, and then it gives you a really nice hook set with that medium action and the faster tip. So check them out, guys. KastKing.com. They've got a whole line of technique-specific Speed Demon rods. They also have other rods out there too, at various price points. And then the Bassinator Elite reels, again, like I said, that's a $179 reel. That's their premier reel. They have reels that range anywhere from $30 up to the $180 mark. So again, check them out, use the code, and tight lines, everybody. Happy fishing.